Erin's sister, Mary Margaret. There's nothing like a Scottish Grant.
I was going to say, who put 50p in her today? I'm Erin.
And I'm Rachel.
This is Bree.
And this is Craic Basics. Erin Hen, lovely to see you.
Welcome back, Rach.
Happy Monday, as
Happy
always.
Monday indeed. How are you? As always.
Do you know what? I'm fine.
Do you want to try that one more time with feeling?
No, I am well. There's not a thing wrong with me. I feel like this week I just feel a wee bit
all over the place.
A bit all over the place.
Yeah.
A wee bit frazzled.
Yeah.
I'm frazzled. Who's that said that? Did you see?
Always.
Probably.
I think, no, she was talking about her hair.
Frazzled. That
It's
was
frazzled.
Yeah, a wee bit frazzled, which I guess I'm just going to dive right in.
Yeah, go for it.
I guess that's kind of my bad basic this week.
Start us off.
It's just kind of been, there's no like one thing that's like, oh, that's been awful, but I just feel, yeah, a wee bit all over the place. I think I also feel between how things are with my life being here, my husband's, and like things are here, there, and everywhere, and things just feel, what a great phrase to describe it, a bit higgledy-piggledy.
Yeah, oh, that is a great word.
That's just how it feels.
Yeah. And I think like there'll be times where, not that you've forgotten about it, because obviously, like, damn it.
See up the road.
But where it's like not at the forefront of your mind,
Correct.
but then things happen that kind of like exacerbate the whole situation.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh fuck, this is my life.
Yeah, and it's just, I hate to say annoying because that sounds pure like not the right phrase for this, but sometimes it is just annoying.
Absolutely.
It's like, even with like not being physically in the same country, then there's things that we have to do like paperwork wise for both sides
together,
or to sort
yeah.
out, but together there is a time difference. I don't know every single in and out about what happens over there with paperwork. We'll understand what happens here. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you get to get one hang, then it's like, well, here's another one.
Yeah.
I'm like, for 40 minutes. So very first world problem.
No, but still
it's just
a problem like, to have.
Yeah, so that was kind of like a, not really, but that was my bad basic.
Yeah, sorry, hen.
It's okay.
What was my bad basic? I forgot what it was and I just looked at my phone. So I had the dentist on Monday. It wasn't my normal dentist, it's my braces dentist. They're two separate places. And I knew it was going to be this outcome, but I have 7 more weeks of braces.
Okay.
Which, in the grand scheme of things, I'm like, that's going to fly in. That's a couple of months. If I'm just strict, it will be a couple of months.
Yep.
And it's literally my bottom teeth. They're the 2 middle ones just like they've not quite slotted in yet. There's not enough space for them to straighten up and go in. So it's so minor, and I'm aware it's so minor, but I'm like, I've not come this far.
Oh, of course.
Just to come this far. And also once you've like paid, like you've paid for it, any extra trays are no further cost. Like,
well, that's
it's all
good.
included.
There's no more
in
like money.
Your original cost. So I'm kind of like, sure, let's do that. More trays.
Why not when it's like this far? And also your teeth are looking great.
No, and I am really happy with them. And to me, I was like, can the top ones, like if they're done, can I just get the attachments off of them?
Right.
I'll obviously just get the thingy. And he was like, there's like the tiniest bit for your top ones still to go. You probably can't notice it, but like when they do the scans and stuff, he's like, again, if you're getting more trays, you may as well get them for the top as well. I was pure, okay.
Oh, bless.
So yeah, 7 weeks. Well, they've been ordered, so it's not 7 weeks from today. It'll be 7 weeks from when I collect them.
You collect them.
And then this is it. I'm not getting any more. I guess it's not really my decision, but
I'm not getting it.
But he says some people do get to a point and they're like, even if it's minor, and they'll offer up more trays, they just can't be bothered with it, and they go, no, I'm just happy with the way they are. I'm going to listen to the professionals on this one.
And fair. I was going to say wise, but like, it's not that you don't know your own mouth or your own teeth, but I do think, as you've said, you've not had done this far in the process to be like, point? 7 more weeks, I'm not doing it. Inconvenient, sure, I don't doubt that.
I know.
But
if I'm strict, it'll be over in jig time.
That's it, hen.
So that was annoying. So let's spin this negative into
Let's
a
do a
positive.
180.
Yeah. What was your good crack
My
for the
good
week?
crack. Well, today before I came here,
I'm dying to hear
I
about
went to
this.
see Becky. Well, I don't want to let you down, but I actually didn't end up getting the lymphatic.
Oh no.
And I can tell you for why.
Please
it's fine.
do.
But the sports massage was great. I feel like the perfect way to describe my legs were just feeling tired.
Yeah.
Do you know when you like heavy? You've just started your workout and I'm like, why do I feel like I've already been doing this for 40 minutes?
Yeah.
That's how they were feeling.
Okay.
So that was great to not feel that way. But basically, I think in my head, and maybe this is a little bit wrong of me and I should have asked more questions. And maybe when I did think about the time, how could I get the sports massage and a full lymphatic drainage in that time without kind of half-assing both almost, or sacrificing more of one or the other? Because I think what Becky was saying is like with the lymphatic, she was like, if it is one specific area, like I could kind of possibly focus on that, but because I'd obviously said about my legs, she was like, a lot of your lymphatic is obviously much more in the top half of your body. Not to say there's nothing here, I'm not the expert.
No.
But she was just like, I don't want to not give you enough of the sports massage. And then she was almost like, I wish I hadn't put those two together. And I'm probably not describing it well.
Interesting.
But I was just like, listen, Becky, I trust that like if you don't think that's right, that's fine. And for me, I really do need my muscles like worked. And I was like, if I want to come and just get the lymphatic, well then I'll do that. Right. And that's fine.
Okay, so maybe she thought it would be a good one together, but actually the reality.
Or if possibly somebody was like, again, this is not me saying that there's some people that go to her and get sports massage that don't need it. I don't mean it like that, right? But maybe if my legs weren't that bad, not because I'm saying, oh, I'm pure a pro athlete that needs 10 hours worth of manipulation and all that in the legs, but just like say maybe most of my attention was up the top, she could just do a bit of that and then go into the lymphatic if it was just one area.
Right, I get you.
Whereas I'm kind of like, nah, probably my shoulder blades needs done and this and that, and by the time she does
the full sports, there's kind of no point in doing the lymphatic. Okay, that makes so much sense actually.
So I think that, I didn't start explaining that well, but thank you for getting me around.
We got there eventually.
Getting around the corner, around the houses. So fine, and it like the massage was still fantastic. I think I'm still keen to try the lymphatic.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I choose to book in for extra or do that instead, then at least I know that's what I'm doing. But I felt I really couldn't sacrifice the legs today. I couldn't do it.
No.
Had to be done.
And as much as it's brutal at the time, it is so worth the pain.
Absolutely.
The temporary pain for how like loose and nice you feel after.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Feels good.
Good, I'm glad.
Yes. And what about yourself, Pip?
My good crack for the week was I just had the nicest day with one of my best friends, Kaylee.
Cute.
Shout out. On Monday. So we hadn't seen each other from New Year, Rachel.
Had you not?
No.
Aww.
Just like the two of us, you know what it's
That's
like?
a long time.
Being an adult, no, I know, and especially for me and Kaylee. So being an adult, getting your schedule together, it just was not working. I think there was a couple of times where we went to and maybe like one of us was ill or something else had come up or whatever. So we hadn't seen each other, and we always like to get together for a wee pancake day.
Yes, you do like a wee holiday's not the right words, but like a wee occasion.
Yeah, no, we are quite into like
that.
if
That's
there's
cute.
a thing coming up, we'll make a wee night of it.
Yeah, love that.
Not to the point of full house decoration, because then I feel like a bit of a hypocrite from last week. But we'll just like make an effort to get together. So she had the day off because she's a teacher, but the schools were off, so even better. So we went for Nando's for lunch. Had a nice lunch. I mean, the Nando's wasn't the best, but it was still just nice.
Yep.
Had a good catch up. Then, you know, that way, just pure girly things. Like we're walking to the car. There was a Boots, and I was like, oh, that Boots is bigger than I thought it would be. And then she was like, do you want to go and have a look? And you know that way where just going and looking at things with your pal. She's like, why use this? Have you ever seen this? Oh, have you been looking at? And we were in there for about half an hour.
I like that.
Then went to Kaylee's house, and she very kindly dyed my hair for me.
Stunning.
Thank you.
Love
it. Because again, I can do it myself.
But you've got a lot of hair.
I've got a lot of hair.
And sorry, you don't have eyes in the back of your head.
No.
Respectfully.
And to be honest, the last time I done it was December, and I did do it myself, and it wasn't the best job. So I thought, okay, I need to go back to hairdresser Kaylee.
Yeah.
And then we went back to Kaylee's and she did make us pancakes.
How cute.
So we had to be pancake night, just chatting, putting the world to right.
Love that.
And I just loved it. And actually, it did get me thinking, like, me being at Kaylee's house, right, is like essentially me being at my house.
Yeah.
So she dyed my hair. I go up, I'm having a shower. I've got like the mood lighting on, my music on. Come downstairs. Kaylee's like, oh, did you see that fat face mask I've got? Did you give it a try? And I was like, no, way back up to like
so
spa
cute.
Kaylee. And I just thought, what do boys do when they hang out? Because it's definitely not face masks
I don't know
and getting their jammies.
Dye on others' hair.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Do you know? And I just thought, I kept being like, how I love being a woman.
Yeah, no,
it's
that's
just
true.
so nice.
Yes. No, I hear. So sorry.
Probably Bree's hair.
Possibly. No, but I love that.
Yeah,
That's
it was
so
just
sweet and wholesome.
Wholesome, exactly.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So really nice, and
your hair looks fab as well.
Thank you.
Great job, Kaylee.
And it's actually getting cut. This is why I was like,
Yes.
Kaylee, we need to do it before my hair appointment because I couldn't go into the hairdressers with roots down to my ears. And I'm going to get quite a lot off of it. So
Okay.
next time, watch, it'll be like, I'll be like,
1 inch.
like this off? No, she's dead, so she needs a good chop.
But it doesn't look that way. I know it's different maybe when you're feeling it and styling it and doing all the things, but it doesn't look like
my
she
shower
needs a
wall
haircut.
says differently. You wash it and you're like, oh.
I know you stuck it to the
Is
wall.
this normal?
I also think that's a universal thing. Like,
yeah.
all women must stick their hair at the shower and then
Do the little
do the thing and then it goes in the bin.
So glad it's not just me.
Well, last week we had said that we were going for lunch.
Yeah.
And we did, and we met with Kyle and Dean.
And we had the nicest
time. I'm still laughing thinking about the stories and the things that we were talking about.
No, and can I just say, they are the two nicest people.
Yes.
Like,
and like lovely individuals, but then also like as a couple.
Such a nice couple
just so
as
sweet.
well.
So company was fantastic.
Yeah, 10 out of
10.
10.
But no, that was so nice. And I'm, again, not because we weren't going to do it, but I'm just so glad that we did from all like parties.
Yeah, because again, just what I was saying earlier, it's really hard to get like 4 adults who work 4 different schedules together and find a date that it works. And although it was Friday the 13th, it was
fantastic.
It was a great day for us. And do we know how we're pronouncing the restaurant?
I want to go. I'm thinking of the band, you know, Moloko.
I don't know them.
Is that not what they're called?
I don't know who that is.
Bring it back, sing it back.
Oh yeah. No, I think you're right.
That's what I would call it. It's definitely not.
I don't think it is.
Spell it out. Sound it out for the audience.
I think it's Malocchio or Malocchio. Like, I don't know if it's a CH. Where's bloody...
It's Italian.
Who's the guy off of Strictly that they often do the videos with him and they're like, you know that lasagna? And he's like going crazy. What's his name?
Oh.
He's such a nice guy.
Do we have a G?
Giovanni, is it?
Is it Giovanni?
Yeah. I feel like we need him.
We need him
for the pronunciation. So
well, we're sorry that we've butchered that.
We've butchered it. But the food was lovely.
Delicious.
Really nice.
I also feel like small plates is a wee bit of a lie.
Oh my God, absolutely.
In the best way.
Yeah. Like, bang for your buck.
That's not a read.
No.
Yeah, they were quite decent size.
Yeah, because they were saying get 2 to 3, and we got 2 each, and I'm glad we didn't go for 3.
No, same, because
also it's all quite like, it's carbs on carbs on carbs. So you don't need the 3.
No. I don't need thrice carbs.
No, I mean...
There was so much cheese.
Me and Rachel got the camembert, again, I'm going to just say small pizza because I think it was like pizzette or pizzette or...
Well,
again.
To me, it's like... this is the most opposite thing from the restaurant that we were at. As you know, if you went to Pizza Hut growing up, and you got the individual like that. That's what it was like. Pulls apart. Those restaurants,
it didn't
worlds
taste
apart.
like that.
Didn't taste like that.
It had a whole bloody camembert
It had
on
a whole
it.
camembert, which I will say taste was lovely, but I don't think personally I would order that again. It was too much.
Too heavy.
And very rich.
Can I make a suggestion for people who do go?
Tell them.
I think that's one that you wouldn't get it to yourself. Like, see if the whole table was sharing and you're only genuinely trying it. But for us, because like we did half and half,
we didn't even finish it.
No. And because the other one was quite heavy as well. Yeah.
I personally preferred the other one because it was garlic heavy. I was fighting off the vampires that night. But it was like garlic. There was still some cheese, but it was just...
It was kind of like... Oh, again, they're going to be like, these Philistines... Is that the right word? Philistines?
I don't know.
Like, that are going out for nice meals and actually...
Have no business being there.
Have no business being there. But it was kind of like a cheesy garlic bread. They can't take us anywhere. It's meant to be this pure nice upmarket Italian restaurant, and I'm like, can I have the cheesy garlic bread, please? And the pizza size. Oh, I hate ourselves, honestly.
And then we did get 2 different pastas.
Yes.
Which, sorry, that pasta was bigger. That was like a full size
portion. That was a normal size portion, right?
Yeah, but it was lovely. It was like the vodka sauce. Yeah. And I enjoyed the shapes that they were. They were almost like shells, but not.
That's what I said.
And there was some cheese on top, and it was lovely.
Yeah. And I went for, it was like a rigatoni, but it was like nduja and spicy sausage maybe. And that was really nice as well. What I will say, and again, I think it's because we've maybe been fed pasta wrong our whole lives. But I didn't think yours was too al dente.
It wasn't a hair.
Oh, right, you did think that
but
as well.
Not like, I'm going to break a tooth.
See, I think we're just uneducated.
Because I'm eating much. I'm having Pizza Hut size pieces. Spaghetti mush.
Okay,
contrary to what we're saying, it was lovely.
No, it was gorgeous. It really was. I thought mine was just a wee bit al dente because mine was huge.
Yours
the shapes was massive.
Sorry, I'm going. Because now I'm also thinking about the snake.
Oh no. I'll never get her back from this. I'll never get her back from this.
Laughs were...
Laugh a minute.
Oh
no, but on full review, what shall we rate? Are we going to do it out of 5 or out of 10 for Malocchio?
Let's do 10. I feel like out of 5 doesn't... It's harder to gauge.
Yeah, because I think sometimes out of 5, even if you give them like a 3.5, 4, that sounds low. Yeah. Okay, let's do it out of 10.
I think that I would probably go for between a 7 and an 8.
I was going to say 7.5 or 8.
Perfect. Because I feel like you're like, well, if he's liked it so much, why is it not a 10? Well, simply because it wasn't the best thing I've ever eaten in my whole entire life. No. That to me is when it becomes a 10.
Yeah.
But it was delicious. Staff were nice. We were there for plenty of time. We weren't like rushed out.
No, absolutely.
And
the vibe was quite nice as well because it was a Friday afternoon lunchtime, but it was like busy. And nice vibe. I would say great for like friends lunch, date night.
Yeah, it can do.
It covers everything really. Even family dinner, I think that would be lovely.
Absolutely. So there you go. Heard it here first on Cracked Reviews. Well, Erin, I was thinking when we went for lunch last week, it was a gorgeous day.
Beautiful.
Sun was out. You even had sunglasses on.
I did.
To that point, which made me think the weather over the last week to 10 days has been what the heck.
It's classic Scotland, 4 seasons in one day.
Literally.
But then also every day is a different season.
Yeah, it'll be beautiful blue skies. Sun will be out. Obviously not warm enough to be sunbathing.
No, it's winter.
But nice day.
Yeah.
Next day will be grey.
Yeah.
Pissing down. I even experienced some hailstones this week.
Oh, you're joking.
Torrential hail. So I'm like, what season is this?
Yeah. Do you know what? I wonder if that's the day I went and saw Kaylee.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her always sat till the middle of the night talking, putting the world to right.
Of course.
So it was probably honestly about 12:30, 1 o'clock a.m. by the time I was leaving. So went out and it got really cold this day.
Right,
I do think this was the day where it had been like loads of torrential rain and then it got really cold. So I go out. By the way, I would just like to say expose myself, I was in my pajamas because I was like, I'm not getting changed to get in my
No.
car to then go home. So I'd went in my pajamas, went out, tried to open the car door, frozen shut. So I go around passenger, frozen shut. So I was trying all my doors. I was out there for about 5 minutes before I could actually get the door open. And I'm literally like one hand on stabilizing the car, the other hand pulling and pulling to the point I'm like, am I so strong that I could end up pulling this right off its hinges? Surprisingly, no. So anyway, eventually got it open, got in the car, got the de-icer out, started de-icing all the windows, blah, blah, blah. Fine. I'm driving home on the motorway, and all of a sudden, also I was driving quite slow as well, because then I was worried like, oh, maybe like black ice and stuff.
Yes.
Thankfully, no cars on the motorway, but I'm driving home.
I fear I know where this is going, but please continue.
I'm driving home, and all of a sudden, the like lights in the car go on. Like, it was like jump scare, 3 a.m. in a nightclub. All the lights have gone on, and on the dashboard, door open. And I was like, what? And I could kind of like hear a breeze coming in.
No.
And because I had tried the passenger door, you know when you like shut a car door and it's just like on the latch, it's not quite shut.
Oh no.
That had happened on the motorway. So I thought, at first I was like, did I just leave it? But then I thought, what if it does actually fully open?
Would that swing off?
All my belongings. I don't think it would swing off. I was worried about all my belongings in the car getting taken away. So pulled over, shut it, that was fine, right? Oh, of course my jammies as well, but thankfully I just could reach over and give it a wee slam, right? The closer I get to home, it happens again, because I'd tried the back doors as well, hadn't I? Every door's open. But this one, because I was off the motorway now, I was on like back roads kind of thing, or like city roads. Any like corner I turned, if I turned to the right, it would close it, and if I turned to the left, it would open it again. So like 1 minute lights were on, then they were off, then they were on. Speed bump would open it.
Oh no!
Over the speed bump, close it. And yeah, Kaylee did say to me, "Did you not think when you done the first stop to close the first door to check them all?" And I was like, nah. That would have involved getting out of my car in my pajamas on the motorway. So yeah, I thought that was quite funny, but also quite terrifying.
No, that is quite terrifying, because imagine that. Oh no, here we go again.
All 4 doors.
Everything's flying out. Also, you know how last week I talked about my rational fears about fingers getting sliced off ice skating? Well, that makes me think the door gets swung open and gets pulled off, like the full door. That's what
Thankfully I wasn't going fast enough, I don't think, for that to happen.
Are you on this fucking 20 in the motorway?
Not 20.
25.
Okay, 30. No, but it was just so icy that I was scared.
Fair.
And I think my tyres might need replaced, so I was just being very careful.
Being cautious.
Well, exactly. So,
but oh my word.
So I agree with you, that weather. And also the top of my car looked like an ice rink, because it had obviously rained and then all the water must have been sitting and it had all just froze on top of it.
Wowee. There was Olympic figure skaters and Erin's car. There's a wee pop-up.
Okay, Rachel, I have a random point, and I hope people just don't think that we're just moaning at anything we see on the internet, but
aren't we?
I kind of do want to. What I don't understand, right? One, I think we're all using, us included, I'll shame us happily, okay? We're all using AI far too much, right? But there's a wee trend now that's going on that's really annoying me, is like it's taking a picture and it's like making the people in the picture do a dance or something, right?
Right, okay.
And to me, I'm so like, there's two people, say a couple, right, for example, have done it. Those two people exist, and like you could just do a wee funny video with your other half,
right, okay,
in real life, to the point I'm like, that doesn't require, like, why do we need AI to take a picture of us and make it into a silly dancing video?
Yeah, like you are capable of doing that.
Whereas, see, sometimes I do think the nice side of AI is see for people obviously that have like had relatives that have passed
Yes,
away or
okay.
whatever, where they could like put them into a picture or make them do a video of like say them waving or something. That might be so lovely to someone who misses someone and has had a family member pass away. But I just don't get why we're putting pictures in of two living, breathing people to take this picture into a wee dance. I'm just not getting it at all.
Fair. I've actually not seen whatever this trend
Have you
is.
not?
The
I've seen a
trend
couple.
I've been seeing is people, and I don't really know exactly what the prompt is that they're giving it, but it's like either putting into AI what they do for work or like what do you think I do for work based on the conversations that we've had, and then it turns them into like a cartoon caricature and they're
I've
putting
seen
it
it.
up. And I'm kind of like, we're burning the rainforest for that.
Yeah. I'm also really proud to say, I won't lie, me and my friend at work, she put the prompt in and I put the prompt in and it said to me, I don't know enough about you to do this. And I was like, fucking yes. So I felt proud of myself there.
That is another thing, is like, I'm not sitting here with my halo on saying I've never used ChatGPT or AI or anything like that. But I don't want to put a picture of my face on it.
No, or like how much information you're giving it about your job, your this, your that.
There's obviously like, what are they going to do by knowing that I teach dance or that I do whatever? Like, no, but I'm also like, right, I'm not putting in like, I don't know, actual things about myself, anything about my location. Like, again, what do I think this computer's going to come and get me? And you could argue.
But the point is, you just don't know, I guess.
You don't know, and I would also argue slightly that, like, well, listen, our phones already know absolutely everything about us, and they could tap into whatever they wanted. I don't want to sound like get your tinfoil hats out.
No.
But, like, I've
call
already
a spade
got
a
that in
spade.
the palm of
We
my hand.
know that that's what's happening. Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? But I just think, I don't know, there is a level of like how much laziness is it encouraging when it does feel like you're just talking back to, it'd be like you and me, like when you use MSN, that's what it feels like, the conversation you're having.
Yeah.
But it's not, you're actually talking to a full computer system.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is the energy that it's powering up to give you back every single answer?
Yeah, or like, I think I feel more like it's definitely got its positives, and I think it could be used for some great things. Like, I actually see, for example, in work, some of the vets will take a laptop and an iPad in, and they'll say to the owners, like, this, if you don't mind, we can record our conversation with the history and, you know, the clinical exam, and then the computer's recording it and like writing it all down for you.
That is good to save time.
Amazing, right?
Pardon me.
But for a silly little picture, dancing picture, caricature, I just don't think it's necessary.
Yeah. No.
I feel like it's a poor use of this very intelligent computer system.
Yeah. I know, and I think it's so hard because...
Sorry, can I just touch on the two of us? I've been trying to clear our thoughts through this whole thing, and it's off of the back of those laughing fits. And the two
for 5 minutes straight when we just laughed and cried.
Sorry,
we can't get back into that though. Serious,
no.
Serious. Yeah, I don't know. I find it very hard with the whole AI thing, because I agree with you that, like, okay, it could be so great and so innovative, but then I'm also like, but then are we taking away jobs from people? But then it's like, okay, what jobs are we taking away? Like, are we taking away, like, would that be data entry, or like, is that just another responsibility of the vet, or one of the vet nurses like yourself then has to do that? Does that remove that step and save time? So not that I'm saying like, oh brilliant, let's just get the computers in, save time and take away jobs, but it's
like, we're kind of for it when it can be used. We're not wanting it to replace people, but if it can be used to aid
something,
people,
that's what I think. It's like, right, I'm not saying that's not a part of the job as data entry and collating records, but like, well, if a computer can do that instead of someone having to sit and do that.
And basically it's writing your notes for you kind of thing. And obviously anyone with a brain in their head is going to reread them, check that there's anything. Also, again, a Scottish accent doesn't always pick it up, so the words you need to make sure are right. But in terms of how many, that means we can say more patients because vets aren't having to sit and write their notes. Or at the end of their shift, they're done, but they're there an hour late writing everything up.
Yeah, doing that.
Yeah, and it's happening there and then, whereas sometimes when we're busy, they'll just have to write notes at the end of the night. And sorry, see when you've seen 10, 15 patients and you're trying to remember who was who and who had what going on.
Yeah, not easy, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will just, the last thing I'll say on it, I think AI is a very hard subject to decide where I really fall on it.
Yeah.
And because I'm not a tech whiz, I'm not, like, I don't understand every single in and out and how it affects every sector and every job. So it's easy for me to sit here and like have my opinions, but I don't know exactly how it's affecting other people.
Exactly.
And like, it's still very new. So what are we going to be like in 4 or 5 years' time? Never mind 20.
I also fear like we can barely string a sentence together at the best of times, but like what we're going to be like if we're genuinely relying on them for answers to everything.
For everything.
Even yesterday I was baking cupcakes and I phoned my mum and I was like, oh, how long do you think I should put these in for? Blah, blah, blah. Because it was like I was using a recipe that was for a loaf and now I'd made them into muffins kind of thing. And straight away my mum said, why don't you ask ChatGPT? And I was like, no, I want to ask you. Like, you know this. And if the two of us just put our brains together, we can actually come up with it. So I think it does make you a bit lazy.
It does. And have you seen, do you know that girl? She's actually a Scottish TikToker and does social media, right? And I think her actual like username, this isn't her given name, but it's, what's her name?
Love her.
She's so funny. But have you seen the video she did? And she was like, what happened to having a think? Don't know why I had to put a Scottish accent on. But
no, it's so true.
No, it is.
Yeah, let me think about it. Let me try and come up with that.
Yeah, like God forbid it's not just done in 3 seconds. Like, just take the time, put 10, 15 minutes aside to think about it, to see how you want to word things rather than being like, write this for me.
Oh my God, that is so true. So just have a wee think.
Have a wee think. So I've heard. You know what they say, live theatre, if you can hear Breeze having a wee claw at the other end of the,
just now.
Just out of frame. Right, to chat about TV. She's having a wee mad half hour, sorry guys. But we need to carry on. Have you watched... She's going mental.
Bananas.
Have you watched the America's Next Top Model documentary yet?
Not yet. I haven't had time. It is next on, like, it's going above everything else that I've been watching. That is the next thing getting watched.
It was very interesting. Okay. And I just think it was basically what I kind of expected. There was obviously some of the contestants on it and just actually very sad to hear what they experienced. And obviously, I didn't watch every single cycle.
No.
You might not be able to hear it, but we can hear it quite loud, the go on there. What they went through, things that were filmed, shown on TV, and this is their lives, and they were young girls.
Very.
They were like 18, and I know that's an adult, but sorry.
Who you were at 18 and who you are even at 28, completely different.
So there was that side of it, and I think just really important for the general viewer to hear what it was like and the kind of lack of support that they got after. There was no like, oh, and here's how to be a model. It was just like, you're sent out into the world.
Yeah, thanks for your time. See you later. Bye.
Yeah. So there was that. There was like Miss J, Mr. J was in it, Nigel, which we couldn't remember his name. Nigel was in it.
The handsome man.
Yes. And they all had a very similar story to tell, which I found interesting. And they appeared to me, again, how do you know sometimes what is genuine and what isn't?
Exactly.
But it appeared like they did have some remorse or were accountable for their actions or were like, yeah, I said that and I'm not proud of it or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously Tyra was in it. I don't think she came across that great. It was almost as if when someone says, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, like, I'm not sorry that what I did made you feel that way. I'm just sorry you feel that way. Yeah. Like, I just not very sincere apology.
And maybe that's just who she is, but I just personally, like, I don't know her, but I feel like I don't really believe in she says.
Yeah.
So it was like, are you actually sorry for what happened, or are you just like sorry that these episodes all live still online, and so many people have, there's been backlash, and so many
rewatched.
people are like pulling you up for things that were so wrong.
Almost like there's nothing else you could do but address it.
But it kind of felt like, oh, I'm sorry I did that. But it was of the times, or that's what the viewers wanted to see. People wanted more like exciting TV. People wanted to see this. It was, we were given like a documentary style, so how could we turn the cameras off? And I was like,
like justifying it a wee
yeah.
bit.
So I don't know. It was an interesting watch, and would definitely recommend. But
Yeah.
I just think it's such a shame what those girls have gone, those women have gone
But I
through.
guess a lot of them were girls at the time. Absolutely. Anything else you've been watching? Oh, I've actually, out of the blue, been watching something so old school, and it's the OC.
Okay, and are you enjoying?
I am, because I never watched that growing up.
Me
I was
either.
a One Tree Hill girly.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know if you were one or the other back in the day, but yeah, I used to watch that. And Gossip Girl, it's very similar vibes.
Okay.
And it's like easy watching. The characters are like, some of the acting, like now you're a bit like,
Sure.
oh my goodness, this is rubbish. But it switched your brain off telly, a bit nostalgic, like the songs and stuff on it. But I'm enjoying it. I'm only like 5 or 6 episodes in.
Okay.
But it's a fun watch, something different. It's kind of like, I like having a series that I can just switch on, but I'm not needing to like concentrate too much.
Yeah, you're not going to miss too much if you walked out the room for a
No,
second.
exactly.
So that's good. I think that's quite a good review, actually.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know something else I've been watching? I've not finished it, and I won't really give any information about it. Is that How to Get to Heaven from Belfast?
Oh, I've seen it come up on my thing, but I've not watched it
And
yet.
it's good. I don't want to say too much because I feel like it is one very new. I've not even finished watching.
Okay.
And I don't really want to say anything one way or the other. All I will say is it's the same woman that wrote Derry Girls.
Okay.
So I think in my head, I pictured that it was going to be another comedy in the way that that is. Now, not to say that Derry Girls doesn't cover like important and like serious topics. It's not just like laugh a minute, but it is very much a comedy.
Yeah.
Right? And I would say that this is also a comedy and is funny, but it's almost like a kind of, I don't know if dark comedy is the right way to say it.
Yeah.
But there is more like, oh, well, there's, I don't know. I
just
really
like
don't think
more dark moments than relief.
Yes.
Got you.
And quite like, yeah, serious topics and like, yeah, it's very interesting.
But still some like one-liners or...
Yeah, still one-liners, great acting, great actors, and just like, it's what you would expect from a show based in Ireland. Like the comedy, the humour, the one-liners, definitely. It is like, okay, this, I can see how this person has wrote both of these things.
Yeah.
But,
interesting.
But it's not a copy-paste.
No.
Either. So, yeah.
Okay.
Would highly recommend.
Those are 2 that I'm going to be putting on my list, so thank you so much.
Now, this Erin might be quite a good wee segue because I'm interested to know what you think. I'm interested to know what our dear viewer and listener think.
Yeah.
But I saw, where do you see anything but on TikTok these days?
Of course.
But I saw a TikTok and it was a girl basically saying there's whispers, again, true or not, don't know, whispers of a Charlie's Angels reboot.
Nice.
And she was basically saying that, she said, the only people I want to see playing Charlie's Angels are Lucy Liu, my girl Drew, Cameron D, and Destiny on the soundtrack. And I kind of agree. And I think what my question is, like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a remake or people making their own stamp on it or other people getting a chance to play roles. It's not just like, oh, if it's one and done, that's it. There could never possibly be. But it is like, right, but have we told all the stories that are to be told yet? That we have to recycle?
Yeah, do we have to revisit something else? Also, like, it's not been that long.
No, it's not like, oh, that film was out in the 60s. No, I think even the Charlie's Angels we know is a reboot.
Yes.
That has been done. So it's like, right, are we now doing thrice? Not even 20 to 30 years later.
Is there a need?
Is there a need? Are we crying out for that? I don't personally feel like I am.
No, and sometimes dare I say that when they do a remake or a reboot or a whatever, it's never the same. It's almost like the shoes are too already quite big to fill. That like, oh, are you sure you want to do that? Because we all like have a wee connection with the original or the first remake.
Yes.
So it's kind of like they've got a harder job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. And I think, yeah, everyone, including ourselves, clearly, is a critic these days. And you like open yourself up to such like harsh possible comments. And yeah, everyone's got an opinion. And I know it's like, you can't not do things because, oh, what might a random person say on the internet? You know, no, we're not doing that energy. But I do just think, does there need to be another Charlie's Angels?
Has it been and gone? Like, has the moment been and gone?
Is that what 2026 needs?
Yeah, exactly. I do feel like remakes I do like and have liked in the past is when it's gone from like Disney films, classics to live action, and now it's like actors playing the characters.
Yes, because that is different.
A cartoon. Yeah.
Story's the same, all. Yeah. But yeah, it is completely different people because one's real.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah. So I like that, but I don't know. So I can't even think of an example just now of where I've gone, wish they hadn't done that, of like a remake.
Yeah, neither can I. Great podcast hosts here. But I guess I would love to know, how do people, one, feel about remakes of things?
Yeah.
Two, is there like a necessarily like a length of time that we should wait or not? Does that even matter? Or is it a bit like, well, we are now in a different generation. Times are different, things are different, fashions are, well, you could argue our fashions different, things just always come back around. Yeah. But like, we're at a different point.
So is it nice to see that?
In that? And I guess you could argue the 2000s do feel like worlds away. But
not really. No. To me, no.
So I don't know.
No, interested to hear the thoughts of the people.
Let us know.
Yeah. Are we up for the remakes, or are we like, don't bother your
enough's enough? Maybe, like we said, have a think.
Yeah, have a wee
think.
And make something new.
Exactly. Anyway, so I feel like we were just like repeating one another there. Funnies. Okay, this might be quite an exciting one for the millennials.
Tell me.
Speaking as an elder millennial myself, and I know we've just said, that's awful English. I know we have just said that, you know, things shouldn't be redone and like comebacks, but I did see this week that Topshop's having a comeback.
Like a physical?
As to a physical store. Now, I don't know if they're getting like prime real estate on Buchanan Street, right? No. That they're taking a full storefront. But I've seen that they are coming back to John Lewis's. Like, they're going to have a wee, what's that called?
That is called
anyway,
a wee section.
a wee bit. They're getting a wee bit. And John Lewis. But they're meant to be getting that.
Oh, that's nice.
And I further checked, it is coming to Glasgow and Edinburgh.
Thank God. I thought you were going to say in England only.
No. And I know it's not really gone away. I know it's been on ASOS. But
it's
in
not
my
the
mind,
same.
No. Because one, as discussed, do I trust ASOS in online shopping and you can't send anything back and whatever else? But I think in my mind, Topshop's been like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, I kind of forgot it was even on ASOS, to be fair. And so I wasn't really shopping it. But if there's a place I can go to physically try on a Topshop clothing item, I'll be there.
Get your Joni jeans on.
Remember.
Which I would not wear now.
No.
They weren't great.
They wwere so skin tight.
Yeah.
They were horrific. I don't remember any of that. I bloody worked there and I don't remember.
So you did?
Yeah. And I don't remember any of the other stuff. But it was a great shop.
It was great. It was so good. So I can't wait. As somebody who was Topshop loyal back in the day, cannot wait to see.
We welcome it with open arms.
What she's got.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, with that,
let's call it a day.
Let's call it a day.
Shall we just let the listeners know that you're abandoning me?
I'm so sorry.
For 1 week.
Yes.
To go on a lovely holiday.
Oh yeah, I can't wait, honestly. Any weather that's above 10 to 12 degrees is going to feel able to get the bikini on.
100%.
That's not true. I know I'll still be probably be going, that's no warm enough. But I can't wait.
No, I'm happy for you, but I'm also jealous.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's all right. But we're both having a wee holiday, a wee week off.
Yes.
So that means
this episode 10, wowee.
Can you believe it?
Will be out 23rd of Feb.
Yeah.
And then the following Monday, which I believe then would be the 2nd of March.
I have fact checked that. That is correct.
Okay, 2nd of March. There will be no episode 2nd of March.
No, we're having a wee break.
We'll still be present on socials.
Oh, always.
And I would say, I've just mentioned 10 episodes. If you've not seen all 10, now's the time. Get back in the catalogue.
Yeah, start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning.
Work your way up.
and work through.
And then, yeah, we'll be back fresh and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah,
that'll be March.
That's
what
insane.
the actual hell?
How can that be?
I believe time just passes. And
the time does fly.
That's how it happens.
The days they do pass, so I've heard. But yeah, so you can find us on YouTube,
Spotify,
Instagram,
TikTok.
And I think that's everywhere.
That is.
So yeah, you can go see clips, you can see the full episodes. We'll also probably still post some stuff, even though there won't be a full episode that week.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, I hope you have a great week. Get in touch.
As always.
We want to hear from you. Let us know what you're thinking about the reboots. Yeah. Are you up for that or nah? Anything you want to hear us discuss? Anything you're sick of us discussing? We can take constructive criticism.
We'll cry, but we'll take it on board.
We'll take it on board.
No, I'm joking.
So yeah, get in touch in some way.
Yeah.
And on that note,
week.
Bye.